Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of History Hobo Plays TimeGuessr, where I play TimeGuessr daily challenges. We had a pretty good start to this month with 47k points both games. Let's see if we can keep that going. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoy the videos. Let's get into the game. Okay, here we go. We have some English here. Okay, World Cup 1966. That makes it easy on the year. The World Cup was in the UK in 1966, and in fact that's when England won the World Cup, the one and only time. Now we have references to Lime Street Station. That's Liverpool Lime Street Station. So no refreshments available on the return trains from Liverpool to London after the match. So it could make sense that we're in Liverpool Lime Street here. There's some Asian gentlemen. Is this one of the teams? Oh, they look like they have a bag. Oh, Korea. Korea played. Is it North or South? I don't know. I don't know that World Cup very well, so I don't know who played in it. It could be North or South, really. Let's see. Okay, do we have any other clues? That does say Lime Street, Liverpool, written on the side of that train. So I'd assume we're at Liverpool Lime Street Station. I think that's the only guess I'm going to get there. It could be King's Cross looking at the station, but I think we've got a few Liverpool clues here. Where's Liverpool Lime Street? Yeah, here we go. Okay. Yeah, it has this kind of glass roof which matches this here. I'd say we're probably a little bit down from the front. I think that's a reasonable guess. Let's go for it. Oh, nice. Perfect score. Only 45 meters away. So members of the North Korean football team, so it was North Korea, autographing at Liverpool Lime Street Station during the '66 World Cup. I had no idea that North Korea were in it. Oh, and we have Korean again. Interesting. Now, is it North Korea again or is it South Korea? I do not know how to tell other than what the people are wearing and the age of the vehicles, maybe. Can we see any cars? Building looks quite Soviet-esque. This doesn't look particularly modern. Same as that one. So it's possibly North Korea. I don't know though. I have no idea. I associate obviously South Korea with quite modern these days. I've not been to South Korea. I have been to the North Korean border, the river between China and North Korea. I've been on that river and seen soldiers pointing guns at us, which was quite scary. But it was a tour, so they're not likely to attack us. This guy seems to be holding a phone, possibly. Old phone if it is. But if this is North Korea, that's not really going to help me because very few people have phones in North Korea. And they would probably be very much behind the times. Again, that looks like an old phone in his hand. So we're either in like, if I'm mistaken and they're not phones, and this is like 90s South Korea. This person looks like they're on the phone as well. Or it's North Korea and it's much more recent and I have no idea how to tell the difference. We have tram networks here. It's possible we could look to see if either city, like between Seoul and Pyongyang, has tram networks. Whether they're marked on the map, particularly the North Korean ones, I have no idea. There is a large amount of people walking as opposed to the number of cars for this time. even if this is 90s South Korea, you would see a lot of cars. Whereas I know in North Korea, very few people own cars. If you see those famous pictures of Pyongyang with very few cars on the street. Possible. Let's have a look in Pyongyang and see if there is a tram network here. Or if it even shows up. Because if it's going to be anywhere in North Korea, it's going to be Pyongyang, I would think. I have no idea if it'll show up. We have a train station. That looks of it. Doesn't really look. Yeah, I would be surprised if it's even marked on the map. That's the thing. Again, we have these train tracks. Let's have a look if the satellite view goes in. Yeah, they look like train tracks to me. Not sure here. We'll leave it in Pyongyang for the moment. And let's have a look at South Korea. Just want to get a general feeling for the buildings. Just look at the difference in cities though. Around this area, not seeing any trams either. But there is a large difference in the buildings and the vast number of cars. Did we see, if we go back to North Korea, did we actually see any cars on the streets at all there? Or very few? There are some, but the comparison is still quite stark. When you're talking about a capital city. This is a gamble and a half, this. Is this a famous building? I have no idea. Is it a train station ever, this? It's got a clock on it. You'd often have a clock on a train station. Do we have a train station marked here? We have Pyongyang station right here. This isn't it, is it? Is that building? Hold on. This roof matches. That might have been one of my luckiest finds of all time. Wow. So I think we're outside of here. And do we have... Yes, we do have a tram line running outside the front of the place. So which direction are we looking though? Can't quite tell. We're either this way or this way along. We're not far from it. Looks like it's... I think we're up here. Looking towards this square. So a bit further up, like here maybe. Looking towards that square. If that is correct, I've never had a North Korea round before. But that would be a very lucky one. That, wow, the train station was a good guess, I suppose. That it might be a train station with a clock on it. Now, a year then. It means you pretty much cannot trust the fashion at all being in North Korea. Or the fact that we have seen what looks like people talking on the phone. I am going to go... Ooh, I don't know. I'm going to go like 2013 here, to be honest. That van doesn't look as old, so that's the only thing that I'm seeing that doesn't look quite as old. Let's go for it. 2013. Oh, it's 2010. Oh, we were the wrong side of the station. 346 meters away. Never mind. That's still a very lucky guess to get that correct area. Okay, next one. Oh, where the hell is this now? We have some soldiers pointing at a map. I do not recognize any of the places on the map. We have what looks like a small coastline here, but whether it is or not, I don't know. Is that a maple leaf? I'm not sure. And a weird symbol there. Kind of airborne symbol here. Swords crossed. I'm not sure what that is. It almost looks like the Lebanese tree on their flag, but not quite. What language is this? Doesn't look familiar to me, if that is even a language. Any clues on the people, what they look like? Not particularly. Any other badges to go off? This is going to be a very difficult round. Do not recognize that. Do we have any language on here? Is that a Roman numeral 2, maybe? Don't recognize any of the places on the map. Just a lot of numbers. I don't even know where to start here. It looks, let's think about it logically, it's a hot place. Everyone's wearing shirts, short sleeve shirts, and they're still quite sweaty, I would say. So, Middle East possible? They don't look Arabic people, but are in a hot place. So are they Israelis? Quite possible. That's on the list of options. Is this Hebrew? Not sure. Doesn't look it to me. It doesn't strike me immediately as being Hebrew, but it's handwritten, so I'm not really familiar with it. What have we got down here? Box of matches. Oh, that cigarette packet. That does look Hebrew. I didn't even see that before. That is very lucky. What about this cigarette packet? Yes, that to me strikes me as Hebrew. Okay, that would fit. Let's say we're in Israel then. I don't know what conflicts happened around this time. Are we going to be, it wouldn't be a conflict in Jerusalem. Were they fighting with Egypt or Lebanon or Syria? Probably this end is more likely. We'll go up here, say Cephad, whatever that is. Okay, although we do have a coastline. Can we match it to anything? Kind of has a little lightning shape, that's how I'll work it out. Is it this lake? Nah. I don't think I'm going to be able to match it. Are we up here? We'll move it. We'll say it was with Libya. We'll go up there. Not with Libya, with Lebanon. No idea. Now the year. Nice watch. Looks like it could possibly be a Rolex. Been around for a long time though. Glasses. Kind of look 70s. The thick black frames I tend to associate with 70s. Mustaches too, also very common in the 70s. What looks like a Bakelite phone. It's been around for a long time, doesn't help me. Still using matches as opposed to lighters. Probably more common in the army though. I think in 70s, purely off those glasses here. Let's go early 70s, say 72. 73, and it was in Israel, and it was where I clicked before, but I've moved over from it. Members of the Israeli Defense Force attending a meeting during the Yom Kippur War. I've heard of that. The war was initiated by Egypt and Syria to reclaim territories lost to Israel during the 67 Six-Day War. I have heard of that war, but I didn't know anything about it. So it was Egypt and Syria. I'm lucky it wasn't down there. Good guess on the year though, 73. Thick black glasses tend to be 70s, I find, and mustache is very common. Okay, now, what on earth do we have here? A lot of birds. Wow, this is going to be a difficult one. What are these? Are these real birds? Is it like seagulls or albatross, maybe? Where the hell is this going to be? There's definitely some difficult rounds today. Have we got anything written on this bin? No. I can imagine I may get 0 points on this round. The only place that I know that has lots and lots of birds is the atolls in the middle of the Pacific, and I do not think I will be guessing there. Which one is it? There's this one, Midway Atoll. No, that's Hawaii. Midway Atoll is famous for having a huge number of birds on it. I can't even find it on the map. It might be here somewhere. It's a tiny island out here, but it's got a huge number of seagulls living on it. But this looks different. This does not look like that. This looks like almost a pine tree. I know Japan is often famous for having islands with different animals on it. Like they've got a rabbit island, they've got a cat island. Have they got a seagull island? And are these people Japanese? Possibly, actually. Although maybe not. If we're on a Pacific island, I'm never going to get a clue. But this tree doesn't really strike me as Pacific Island. This strikes me more Japan, possibly. This building style would work for Japan, maybe. But the fact that we have a golf court is throwing me off, because that's quite a common thing on islands and places like that. And there's another golf court back here. Suggests we are in a fairly touristy place. We do have a yellow fire hydrant, which is kind of American. I'm not sure if Japan has yellow fire hydrants. If this is Guam or somewhere like that, I'm going to be really annoyed, but that tree is throwing me off big time. If I even get anywhere close on this round, I'll be happy. It looks fairly modern day, to be honest, the clothes that they're wearing, and these bikes look more modern. As opposed to these, they look a bit older back there. But the golf cart looks pretty modern. It's like one you'd see at the airport almost. Well, let's hedge up at a year. We'll go 2018 on the year. Is it going to be Japan? I do not know. If this is a Pacific island, there's very little chance I would ever get it right. I might actually go like southern Japan, like Okinawa, possibly. Although going Okinawa is risky. A nature reserve, possibly. Somewhere like this. It is a bit risky going down here, because if it is Japan, you're still very far off Japan. It could be one of the southern islands. We have another nature reserve. Let's go at that one. I hope it wasn't Okinawa. Let's go for it. I don't have any hopes of getting anything on this round. And it was a Pacific island. And it was Midway Atoll. Oh my god. I literally said it's that island. I am a moron. I didn't think this tree fit at all with Midway Atoll. And here we go. Tiny, tiny island. Filled with birds. That was extremely stupid of me, and it was 2011. The only reason I know of Midway Atoll is from playing GeoGuessr, because often you'll get pictures on this island, but they don't look like this. They tend to be more on the beach, and they have thousands of birds, but I can't believe I didn't just go for Midway Atoll. Oh well, we've lost a lot of points there. Okay, I'm pretty sure this bridge is in Italy. Is it Florence or someone like that? It reminds me of the Assassin's Creed games. Or is it Venice even? I'm not sure. We have what looks like possibly an old Fiat 500s and stuff. I wish I could see the number plates, because Italy often would have the cities written on there. This might be a bit of a search. We have flooding. Obviously Venice does flood regularly. But is this Florence or Venice? I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to look through the cities here to probably work out which it's gonna be. Right, let's start in Florence. That was my initial feeling. Is there a famous bridge in Florence that has buildings on it? Yeah, this was my gut instinct was this building, this bridge here. I think it's the only one that has buildings like that. I think we would be. Looks like the road goes under it, so we might be like here. Or here maybe. This bit here going under there kind of works. I think that'll do. We do have what looks like 2 legs to this bridge. Okay, we'll go with that. So we can recover our score after that last round. Okay. The year then. Quite old vehicles. 60s-ish. Potentially early 60s. Can we see any fashion here? Flat cap doesn't really help. But I would say solidly in the 60s maybe. Let's say 64. Let's go for that. It's 59, even earlier. Wow, but the perfect location though. A view towards the Ponte Vecchio in Florence. The bridge was the only bridge in Florence spared from destruction in World War II. Wow, didn't know that. Okay, final score. Did we crack 40,000? Yes, we did. Okay. That was a challenging round today. Definitely was. There were some real difficult ones there. Let's see how that's affected our average. Brought us down quite significantly, but still above 45. I'll be happy with that. Okay. First round, perfect score. It's fairly easy. Second round, the North Korea one. I was amazed that I found that station. The next one, 3 years off, not too terrible. Next one, 1 year off in Israel. That cigarette packet saved me, just having the Hebrew on it. That really did. And that Midway Atoll, 5,000 kilometers away and 7 years off. And I said and talked about Midway Atoll. That was stupid of me. And the last round, perfect location, 5 years off. Not the best year in the world, but not too terrible. We'll see if we can beat that tomorrow. I'll see you then. Bye.